Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. So if welcome to my YouTube channel. So if this is your first time joining me, thank you so much for taking time off your busy day to come to my channel and watch my video. And if this is not your first time joining me, well then welcome back. Welcome back. Please continue to subscribe, like, and share the video, and also tell your friends to tell their friends because the more we are, the merrier. So I just came back. I literally just came back from a job now. um I just came back from jogging, so I couldn't take a video last night, so that's why I'm taking it this morning. Anyways, I hope you guys have a productive day, you have a good day, and everything that you had planned goes according to plan. So today, on the talk, that's my series. So today on the talk, we're going to be talking about something that we hardly speak about as Black people, right? So we're going to be talking about imposter syndrome. Now, I know that some people may have not heard of imposter syndrome before. Oh, what's this now? I know that some people may have not heard of imposter syndrome before. Some have heard, some are not even sure what it is. So for those people that don't know, I just did jot it down. Imposter syndrome is a psychological condition in which one doubts one's accomplishment and has a persistent internalized fear of being exposed as a fraud. So basically, imposter syndrome is you wanting or trying to be someone else because you think that you are not real, or because you think that you are not people don't know the real you think that everything that you have in terms of your accomplishments, or in terms of your, maybe you got a promotion, or people that look up to you, you think that you do not deserve all of that because you didn't work for it, or because you don't deserve it. So what you do is you actually now impose, or try to be someone else to live up to the expectations of other people. And there are so many people that suffer from imposter syndrome, and they don't even know, because it's things that we don't really speak about. One thing as the Black community is we don't look at psychological factors, we don't look at psychological disorders and syndromes and all of that. To us, it's just like black and white. It's either you've got demons, or you have you lack self-esteem or something like that. And the thing is, with imposter syndrome, you actually know yourself more than anyone else, and you know your flaws, you know where your weaknesses are, you know where your strengths are. But as what we do as people is that we always look at our weaknesses. We don't look at our strengths. Even the strengths that we have, we always doubt those strengths until someone points out that this is actually your strength, you're very good at this. But you can be good at something and not even know that it's your strength. So you know yourself more than anyone else. Now, when you look at somebody, you don't know their weaknesses. You don't know the things that they go through before they give you the end product, which is the person that you see. So to you, you're looking at the other person and you're thinking, okay, they have everything figured out. Their life is perfect, and that is exactly how I want to be. And you don't know that they could be also imposing someone else. They could be suffering from imposter syndrome as well, and they could be suffering from that, being put on that pedestal. Because one thing about people is that once you put people on a pedestal, they don't want to be exposed as fraud, so they try by all means to live up to what other people are, this standard that other people are putting them on. They try very hard to live up to that standard, and sometimes that's when the whole imposter syndrome thing comes from. And it's no secret that we all lack somewhere. We all lack somewhere. And you having the fear of being exposed as a fraud, it's when okay, so that's my alarm, and I'm just gonna ignore it because I'm not about to pause this video. Anyways, so for an example, if you are getting accomplishments, or you are, acing your academics, or you getting promotions at work, but you feel like you don't deserve them because you don't study as much as you should study, you don't put in the work in terms of maybe your professional life, you don't put in the work as much as you should, and but for some reason you get you accomplish, you get what's this, you get acknowledged, or you get praised for the minimum that you put, then obviously at that time you actually are a fraud, because you don't really deserve all of those things that you have. But just because now there's people that are looking from the outside, and they don't know deep down, or they don't know behind the scenes the things that you do, those people will look up to you, and those people will actually now be suffering from imposter syndrome, trying to be like you, not knowing what you do behind. And most of the time, people that actually are very timid, or people that are very shy, or people that are usually never sure of themselves, are the ones that have the most strengths. It's just that they try so hard to measure up to the next person, while the people that actually suffer from imposter syndrome, you can't even tell that they're suffering from imposter syndrome, because they are so confident, and to them it's like it's not even imposter syndrome, it's how they are, it's how things are. And because obviously there's a thin line between admiring someone, having a role model, and then imposing like that person. There's a very very thin line. So what imposters do is they just take it as, oh no, I look up to this person, so I want to be like this person, so they try by all means to be like that person, not knowing that now they're actually suffering from imposter syndrome, because they've left themselves, they've actually separated themselves from how they are normally, and now they're actually making themselves to be like the other person. So like I did say before, we all lack somewhere. There's some things that we are all not good at, and we all have a fear of people actually finding we all have a fear of people actually finding out the truth about the things that our weaknesses, and we all have the fear of people actually finding out the truth about things that we are not good at. And so that's why we try so hard to hide that part of ourselves. And that is all. Being an imposter syndrome basically comes from a sense of lack, when someone knows that they lack something, and they don't want to acknowledge that, okay, you know what, I lack this, I'm not good at this is my weakness, and I don't want to. And now they don't want to be vulnerable to other people. They don't want to be vulnerable to other people seeing that they actually lack that. So then they put on this persona, and they put on this front that they're actually good at everything. And like I'm saying, I think we've all suffered from imposter syndrome. Maybe you're watching this, you actually are suffering from imposter syndrome, but you don't even know, because this is stuff that we don't speak about. You can actually even Google imposter syndrome, what it is, and and I think I've mentioned this before so many times, where there's people that actually change because they want to be real. I think I mentioned before that most of the time, when you are a person who is normally quiet, you're very quiet, and you're calm, and you're shy, and then you and then there's people that are loud, people that are wretched, people that are just out there, and most people or the society praises those people and say they are real. And then the people that are very calm, and there's some people that are really just calm and quiet and shy, but now they end up trying to be like these loud, all in your face kind of people, especially with women. They end up being like those women because they want to be real. Now that is a sense of lacking. You feel like you lack the realness, because you're not loud, you're not wretched, you're not crazy. So that's why then you find people actually trying to That's why you actually find people trying to impose to be like that person. I hope everything that I'm saying actually makes sense. So basically, being an imposter, basically, it's just the fear of being you, because you think you're looking at the outside person and you think that that person has everything figured out and has everything going so well for them, that you don't even know the things that they're going through behind closed doors. You don't even know the things that they're suffering from. You don't even know their weaknesses, because trust me, nobody is out here showing their weaknesses. There's only a few people that are strong enough to show that, okay, I'm weak in this department and I need help, or I need to improve in this department, or I need to achieve more in this department. So if you're an imposter syndrome, if you Google, if you do, I hope this will trigger you to do research and just try to see if, are you suffering from imposter syndrome, or are you an imposter. I hope this actually triggers you to make that research. And when you do make that research, I hope, and I really, really hope that you actually try to fix that, because nobody has everything all figured out. And it's okay to not know everything. It's okay to to acknowledge that, okay, I lack here, and it's okay to ask for help from other people, instead of trying to be like um trying to be like Lwazi. Why don't you just go to Lwazi and ask her, can you help me in this department, because I really admire the way that you do 1, 2 and 3, but I can't do it. I don't know, I just lack. And there's only a few people that would actually turn down, because internally we all want to assist. Internally we all get happy when someone comes to you and asks for help, for things that you actually don't even think that are that much of a bigger deal. For an example, if someone was to come to me and say, you know what, I can't sit in front of a camera and speak for over 10 minutes, can you help me? You see, that is something that comes naturally to me, but there's somebody that who'd be out there and who wouldn't be able to do that. So if a person comes to me and say, can you just teach me, how do I do that? I mean, I'll be glad to help. So I don't get why you'd go through the trouble, because it's so much work being an imposter. Like, it's so much work. I don't get why you'd go through the trouble of being an imposter, instead of just going to the person and asking them, okay, this is what I've seen you do, and I want to be like that, I want to do it, and I lack. So can you just assist me in 1, 2 and 3 that you're doing? Tell me how you do it. And also, as people, another thing that we lack is the ability to being taught. Be teachable also as a person. Be teachable, because I could teach you for hours and hours and hours, but if you're not a teachable person, um it won't help. And also, with dealing with imposter syndrome, step one of actually helping that is unlearning a lot of things, that you have learned by trying to be like other people. Because, like I'm saying, some imposters don't even know that they're imposters. They think that's how they are, but then you find it, and some people, they suffer from it so bad that when they're with this group, they're going to be like this group. When they're with that group, they're going to be like that group. That if you ask a person, okay, fine, I get that when you're with group A, you are like this. When you're with group B, you like this. But how are you as a person? Like, what are your likes? What are your dislikes? How do you do 1, 2 and 3? And you find that when they actually look at themselves without imposing someone else, they actually don't know. They have been suffering from imposter syndrome so much that they've actually lost themselves in between. So really, really be aware, and really, be self-aware, and try to look, are you suffering from this, or is it something that you've had before, and have you dealt with it, or do you still suffer from it? So basically, for you to break out of the whole imposter syndrome thing, is just to be confident. Be confident enough to be vulnerable. Be confident enough to know that and in this department I am not good and I lack, and that is fine. Nobody can be good at everything, trust me. Even that person that you look up to, or the person that you imposing, there's some stuff that they actually are not even good at, but obviously they won't come here and tell everybody that I'm not good at. There's stuff that I'm not good at. Now, as you are watching here, there's stuff that you're not good at. Sometimes it's stuff that you know. Sometimes you don't even know that you're not good at that, because you are so busy trying to be like the other person who's good at it, that you actually miss the whole learning process of you not being good at something. So I hope this actually makes sense to you. And so that will be all for now. I still love you guys so much. Bye.